your Catch Benita here again. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. You know how we do it now. Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about working as a student in Mauritius. I've had so many people ask me questions about the chances of them getting a job while they are schooling here. So I'm going to be addressing that today. So I'll be talking about working as a student, career fair. I'll be mentioning some sites where you can actually, some job sites where you can check for the jobs that are available. And since I have graduated, I'm also going to be talking about work after school. So if that's why you are here, you're in the right place. Sit down, enjoy, relax while I give you all the information that you need. Okay, so can you work as a student in Mauritius? The answer is yes, you can work as a student, and the law states that you can work for only 20 hours per week. In Middlesex University, there's an office that is in charge of employment service. Okay, it's called Employability Service. That's what they call the office, and they are in charge of everything that has to do with development of students, seminars. They host seminars, events, talk show, language classes. They're also in charge of career fair, like the recruitment process, everything. They're the ones that will give you all the information that you need. Like they're your guide. Let me put it that way. They're your guide to everything that has to do with your development and working as a student. That's for my school. They're the ones in charge of it. So for instance, there's a CV seminar which they teach you how to craft the perfect Mauritian CV. They also talk about the recruitment process in Mauritius, because I noticed that there's a difference between the Mauritian CV and the Nigerian CV. All those state, date of birth, marital status, nationality, I noticed that you don't get to add that in a Mauritian CV. So they just tell you everything that has to do with working, the laws and all that. Note that they're not going to secure the job for you. They just only tell you about, okay, this is the job that we have available, so it's left for you to apply for the job, and if you get it, fine. If you don't get it, fine. Places that you can work, I said it's 20 hours per week, so it's part-time. You can work in malls, restaurants like McDo and all those ones. You can also get like an office job, something that is like more related to your course of studies, say for law, IT and all that. Something that will you actually get to practice what you are being taught. So those jobs too are available. But it's a yearly thing that happens here in Mauritius. I noticed that there are two types. There's one that is hosted by school, and there's also one that happens in Lokodan, Port Louis. The one that happens in Lokodan is usually around October, while Middlesex hosts theirs around February, March every year. So in this career fair, you get to meet the recruitment teams of different companies, and they get to tell you about their company, what like the line of business, the opportunities that are available, the career opportunities that are available, if they're looking for maybe full-time, part-time or interns. They tell you everything that they so you can also ask them questions. And one good thing that the school does is that they get to send you a list of those companies that will be coming that day. So it helps you to get yourself better prepared, because you will not be able to meet all the companies that day. So if you go through the list, you know the ones that you're going to meet, and you just go straight to them and you get more info from them. It just helps you to be organized. You get to ask your questions and learn more. It doesn't really guarantee that you get the job on the spot, but it will help for you to also come with your CV. So, because some of them, they ask you, like, are you with your CV? Or they just tell you to like fill a form to get you into their database and all that. So that really helps. When it comes to the sites where you can actually browse for jobs here in Mauritius, the official Mauritian site is called myjob.mu, and there you can actually browse for jobs based on the sector: education, customer service, call center, if it's food, beverages, accounting, IT, just you can filter your search like that. You can also filter your search based on full-time trainee or part-time jobs. You get to like register, add your CV on the site, and you also get to set alerts that can also inform you anytime that these jobs get to be posted. There is also careerhub.mu. You also have LinkedIn. Go to LinkedIn, search for the company, follow the company, and you can also set, there's a place where you can set like job alerts based on that company. That's if you have the particular job that you're looking for in that particular company. So yeah, LinkedIn is also there. There's also Facebook. Hey, I don't. There are so many Mauritians on Facebook. They also have like communities. There's like Flick and Flag community. There are job communities too on Facebook in as it pertains to Mauritius. So Facebook is also another good way, another good place for you to actually find job opportunities. I don't know, is there any other one again? If there's anyone I remember, I will put it in the description box. I'll just put it here in the comments. Okay, I didn't even mention. I didn't even mention MDX job board, Middlesex University job board. For Middlesex student, that's also a place where you can go and search for your job. So when it comes to payment, that's yours. I'm not calling it salary. It's actually called a stipend. Here they call it a stipend. You can get between, let's say, 5,000 to 10,000 rupees. Now this depends on the job that's required for you to do, and it also depends on the company. So it's at the discretion of the company at what they want to pay you. That's what they'll tell you anyways what they want to pay you. So it's called stipend. So if you want to come and you feel that you get a job and you want to use the job to be, let's say, paying for your school fees, rent, and everything, it's not going to happen. No, it's best if you pay your school fees entirely, like complete your school fees payments, and then when you come, you can now use the job to maybe feed yourself or pay your house rent. Sometimes the money that you're even getting from the job self might not even be enough to even pay both your house rent and also feed you for the month. So don't come and think that you can rely totally on the job to pay your bills. No. Okay, working after school. Work after school. Can I stay back and work after school? Yes, you can. As long as your visa is valid, you can still continue looking for a job. So there's something called Young Professional Occupational Permit. For the sake of this video, we'll call it YPOP. So YPOP, okay, I will put a link in the description to the site where you get this information, and I'm actually going to be reading it out here from my phone. So listen, foreign students having completed at least undergraduate degree in a tertiary education institution in Mauritius are eligible to apply for a young professional occupation permit as provided by the section blah blah blah. Law students, you know that. The YPOP is an occupation permit valid for a maximum period of 3 years, depending on the duration of the contract of employment. The application for the YPOP shall be submitted by the employer of application. So whoever is your employer, whoever employs you, will be the one to submit this application for you by email to the website. If the employer still requires the service of the foreign employee after 3 years, the employer may apply for an occupation permit as professional on behalf of the employee. So there's a criteria, eligibility criteria. Before I bite my tongue. The criteria is that 1, the student must have completed at least an undergraduate degree in a tertiary institution recognized by the Tertiary Education Commission in Mauritius. Secondly, the application must be submitted not later than 6 months after the date of publication of results. Third, where a person holds a YPOP and intends to change employment before expiry of the YPOP, the condition of, that's the second condition, does not apply. The fourth, which I think is even the most important one here, not really, everything is important too, is that The business activity of the company, so whatever company it is that you're going to be working with, the business activity of the company must fall within the following fields: one, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, fintech, robotics, financial services, and information technology. This is the rule. There's also a link there where you can actually download the guidelines for the occupational permits, and so that you get more information as to what is actually available in the YPOP program. It says that after not later than 6 months after the publication of results, and when you are actually applying for the YPOP, you are still supposed to be on a student visa at that time. So your visa gets to expire, say, your visa expires, say, September, and most times your result will come out maybe June or July. So the 6 months after, and you still being on a visa when you're applying for it, it's a bit shaky. That means that if you want to get the job, like if you want to make sure that you actually get that job, it has to be before that visa expires. So you have to start applying early, like earlier on before your visa expires. Because once your visa expires, the chances of you getting the job and having to apply for that YPOP stuff, and it's also left for the employer, because it's the employer that has to apply for the YPOP for you. So you have to find an employer that is willing to employ you and apply for YPOP for you. So um, that's the whole thing there, getting the job and applying for the stuff for you. All right, guys. So I think that's all. If there's anything I did not, if there's any question actually that you want to ask, please put it in the description box, or you message me on Instagram or Facebook. I'll be sure to answer you. But I'm giving you all the information that I also have and know as pertains to, working as a student in Mauritius. So guys, thank you for watching the video and staying up to the end. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.